So my name is Lisa Keßler, and I'm part of the project Processes of Sustainability Transformation. And I'm actually a human biologist by training and continued with an education at the Leuphana University and did my master's degree in sustainability science. And that's how I started to become part of the Leuphana community. Yes, so my PhD actually, as I said before, deals with resource use and how to change the current way we use resources towards a more sustainable one. And my project is about sustainable chemistry and the textile sector. So sustainable chemistry is a very holistic approach within the science and also the practice of chemistry. And it aims to question and also change the relation of chemistry and society and change actually the role that chemistry has in society and for society. So it goes beyond disciplinary boundaries and takes into account social aspects and ethical aspects and also economic aspects of the design, but also the use of chemicals. And this is actually very special also compared to the concept of green chemistry, which is well known, because it exceeds this concept of green chemistry and starts with the very first question, do we need this chemical and why do we need this chemical? And the textile sector, on the other hand, is a very, very complex and intertwined system, as a lot of people, also consumers, begin or have understood already. And it's not very easy to change it. And it's not easy to change it only by separate technological interventions or optimization and separate processes. But what you really need is a system thinking perspective and a very holistic approach that does not stop at a certain point in the value chain or stop at a certain disciplinary boundary, but really tries to integrate all different aspects that create in these very unsustainable past dependencies we see. And my project is about looking at the potential that sustainable chemistry can have for a transformation of the textile sector and actually making this potential usable and applicable for the textile sector. So I think the most valuable contribution until now is actually the connection that I try to make visible between the two communities of textile science and textile practitioners and the community of chemists and actually chemists dealing with green and sustainable chemistry, because quite often we see that there are solutions in kind of both fields, but due to these disciplinary boundaries, no one knows of the other ones. So for now, I think this is a very valuable contribution to actually link these two areas of research and making solutions visible for the others. What was also challenging and is the complexity of the system. And this is maybe not only characteristic for the textile sector, but for a lot of different systems in our world today, that we deal with really complex systems with a lot of uncertainty and a lot of interdependencies and also a lot of past dependencies. And it's really, really hard to kind of understand them fully and then find also intervention points without creating second order problems. What was also very challenging and, well, I would say less inspiring though, is being a parent in the academic system and combining yeah, combining this new role of becoming a parent with the work on a PhD project, as I think there are still a lot of blind spots in the German academic system regarding that. And it's very, very hard it was very hard for me to hold up motivation and to not get drifted away from my research if you have to look for actually financial security and to really manage the very limited time also in this actual situation with COVID.